This video is part number 2 of the event setup. I will tell you more about setting up rounds for your events, including round types, seeding types, and qualification settings. So in your Swimify Meet Manager, you need to go to the Events tab and down to the rounds. And depending on the event type, you will have different number of rounds here. In this competition, we have 3 created events. Let us look at event number 1 first. It's a time final event. And you normally don't change this field. If you want to change the event, please use this button instead. When we look at the seeding types, you can see that there are many options to choose between. The seeding types are specific and not applicable for all event types. For time final events, there are 2 common choices. First, we have the time finals, where the fastest swimmers will swim in the last heat. And we have the time finals with 1 final heat per age group, where the fastest heat per age group will swim together. In this example, I will choose the time finals. Then you also need to select the sessions for the event, and it will be session 1. Now the rounds are filled in for the first event. Let us go to the next event. We have the 100-meter breaststroke, which we have chosen to be a preliminary heat with a BA final. So we have 2 rounds. We go to the round type, preliminary heat. Don't change here. If you want, you can change the name. We can rename it to prelims. For the seeding types, we basically have 2 options. We have the 3 best seeded, which we use when we have distances shorter than 400 meters. And we have the 2 best seeded when we have distances 400 meter and longer. What this means is that the best swimmers won't compete against each other in the prelims, but only in the final. So for this example, 100-meter breaststroke, I will choose the 3 best seeded. And I set session 1 for this round. Since this is prelims and we have a final, we also need to set the qualifications for the next round. We have here number of queues on time, and this default value is based on the number of lanes. In this example, we have 6 lanes, so we have 12 queues. 6 of them will be in the A final and 6 of them will be in the B final. So if you have an 8-lane competition, this number will be 16, and here you will have 8. Now we have set all values for the prelims, and then we go to the final. We have the final, and here we have the A final last. We can also change it to the A final first. And we need to set the session for this round, for example, session 2. Now we're done with the settings for both the prelims and the final for event number 2. In the next video, I will tell you more about the age groups, the text headers, and the records.